Okay friends, now we are again. So we have created the controller. Now it's time to create the view. Okay, the view. How we can create a view is pretty straightforward. As you same as we create the controller. The view is the actual HTML showing in the page. It could be HTML, CSS, JavaScript, whatever the thing which you like. In this case, we are using only HTML. So how we can create is very simple. Go to the application folder within your CodeIgniter. And you search for the views folder, and there are a couple of things already created by default, and you can create whatever the views as a PHP file. So we create a file called one. So we have created the controller here, hello controller. So we have a function called one. So in this one we are creating a view name one to get loaded here rather than echoing here. So what we do is we create a file called, we save it as one.php. You can give whatever the name you like. There is no restriction for that one. One.php. I put some HTML content here. Say h1. This is the one. Okay. I close the h1 tag. Okay, that's it. Now we created the one.php file. This is the simplest, and I will put some tag now. Okay. Here is the content. Okay, this is your simple view file. So it contains the heading and some kind of text. Okay, now we try to load it from our controller. So we go to the hello PHP controller again, and what we do is we just remove these parameters because we are not getting, so we don't need these parameters right now. Just remove that one, and we close this. And so what we're doing is now we are trying to load it. So okay, let's remove this constructor as well. So we don't need that. Save it. So now this is how you load a view into the controller. So this, and say load. Okay, we say view. Okay, this load view, and we give the name of the view. So what we name is one. That's it. So now let's see how it's gonna work. So it's my controller. I'm using a one controller. Okay, this is the one. Here is the content. This is the HTML we have written there. Okay, straightforward. Cool. Okay, now we have done it. So now we need to. So now normally the pages are arranged like this. You have a header, it will comment to the everything. You have the footer, comment to the everything. This is the method. The mid one is the content. So we can load any number of views you need. So for the demonstration purpose, I create a file called header.php. This is another view. Save it as header.php. I put normally h1 tag saying this is the header. Okay, cool. And then what I'm doing is I go to the control again, and I load, and I load the header view again. Let's load the header. So you can actually see it in the browser. See, we have load the okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I load the header and the one view would be. So you can load whatever the number of views you need to have. So this is and I'll be showing you how you can use this thing in our real life examples. I'll demonstrate how you can do it pretty deeply, so you don't need to worry about that now. That's it. Now another problem is, how can I pass some data into the view? How can I pass some data into the view? Because when we are rendering the view, so we cannot have a static HTML here, because we need to have some kind of data within there. We can do some names alike. So what we're doing is, so we do like this. Now we need to accept a name to the hello one. We are accepting a name. Okay, name from the parameter. Now we need to pass that name into the 1. Okay, cool. How can I create this? We need to first create an array. Let's say this case data array. So we are passing the data into the view. We need to create an array. So it's the associated array. So we get array, and we put a name there. We say this name. Okay, this name, and the value of this name is the name comes from the parameter. Okay, whatever the name you put here will be shown here as a variable. Okay, whatever the name, the key you put here will be shown as a variable in this view file. Okay, you have created the data. Now you are passing that data into your view called 1. Okay, in the 1, what we can see the parameters we have passed here. This name as name. We are seeing it as name because we are passing it as we give the key as name. Okay, now say hello. Say hello. Say PHP. PHP tag. Say cool. Say dollar. Yeah. That's it. We are here. So we'll see how it's gonna work. The one name is another. Hello or another. You can put what do they need? This is father's my name. Oh, it's not gonna work. We have to also in that videos how it's gonna work. I don't know. Okay, this is how you can pass some data into your view. So I just rename this name into n. Let's see what's happening. And you try it as okay. PHP okay, undefined variable name at view file. That's line number 3. That's because he says there is no variable like this. That's because we have changed the key as n. So now we need to change our name into n. Change that, it will be worked. Okay, now it's working. So this is the how we can create a view in CodeIgnite. It's very simple. And now we have created a view, and we put few views in the controller. We load few views, and then we pass some data into the view. And yes, these are the various things we can do with the view. Thank you very much. We will see in the next video about how we can create a model and how we can use that. Thank you.